The Shark Tank project is a cross-curricular project covering math and language arts standards. Students create a product to sell in the school store. Groups calculate cost per product to produce, determine selling price for the profit they hope to gain, use an equation to find profit, determine profit margin using ratios, make inferences about the data, use proportions to find percent equity or investment totals, and then the students create a persuasive presentation to the Sharks as to why the school store should sell their product. After showing the students some clips of young entrepreneurs pitching their products on the TV show Shark Tank, we set up each group's portfolio in OneNote. OneNote is a Microsoft Office product that allows students to create digital notebooks that they can organize their learning resources and collaborate with others. It also has adaptive and assistive technologies built into the program, such as Immersive Reader, which reads out the page content for students, and a dictation feature, which allows students to dictate content into OneNote. Our sections in the OneNote portfolio included the product page, the brainstorming page, calculations, design pictures, where our final presentation will be, and resources such as our rubric. On the product page, students were required to place a picture of their product. They were also required to create a tweet summarizing some of the features of their product. They also embedded a podcast, which was a 30-second radio commercial advertising their product. On the brainstorming pages, the group used a Padlet to place their ideas, pictures, and I asked each group member to put their initials by their contributions so that I could make sure each group member was contributing to the brainstorming process. The calculation page is where students organized all their math work. On these pages, I did allow students to use calculators, so to improve upon this section, I would probably embed an online calculator. This would save the students from having to click back and forth between the online tool they were using and the OneNote notebook. The design pictures section is where students place pictures of their prototypes from Tinkercad. To improve this section, I would have students place a picture of their early stage design, middle stage design, and then their final product. We also had a change in the process of this page. Some of the students were struggling with Tinkercad and suggested that they be able to use SketchUp because they were more familiar with that tool. So students could either put their Tinkercad designs on this page or their SketchUp designs. The presentation page is where the students will put their Office Mix persuasive presentation. It also has some of the information that they are required to have in their Office Mix persuasive presentation. To improve on the presentations, I would definitely collaborate with a language arts teacher. I found as the students are designing their Office Mix presentations that they aren't fully aware of persuasive writing and how the presentation should become persuasive rather than simply a documentary of how they created their project. The final page is the resource page. This is where I had the videos that I used in the project, the hook video, and also some videos that show how to do some of the math tasks on the calculations page. The rubric is also found under the resource page and the tutorials for the project, the Tinkercad, and the SketchUp. This has been a great project, and I will certainly use it next year with my students, implementing the improvements that I've suggested.